BTB listeners, thank you so much for checking out today's episode. Listen, if this episode inspires you, do me a favor and take 5 seconds to shoot me a like and subscribe to the podcast. There are several more exciting guests that are in the pipeline, and I just can't thank you enough for your continued support, and let's keep paying the mission forward.
Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you, baby.
Welcome to the BTB Project, designed to empower listeners to identify their why and to live their best lives no matter the circumstances. My name is Kollman Gearhart. A former athlete and motivational coach, I've had the opportunity to inspire thousands through my story and help accomplish what they are built to be. You'll be encouraged by each and every episode, and let's get into it.
Yeah, when I blow up, I'ma soar high like Peter Pan. In real life, be living out my dreams. If I'm waking up, it's in a foreign land.
On today's episode of BTB Influencers, I want to make an introduction to a gentleman I came across a few years back when I was starting to pick up my listening to podcasts and finding people that encouraged me, motivated me, challenged me. And that person that we're going to talk about today is Tom Bilyeu. He is currently the owner and founder of Impact Theory. He is a tremendous motivational speaker. He has such an awesome journey that has touched me in ways that just allow to stay encouraged and keep going no matter how tough my hard days are. I think and reflect on his story and his philosophy and ambitions to help people become successful and the strongest version of themselves is absolutely something that's helped inspire the BTB Project. Tom's story, it's a powerful narrative that can inspire you to go after your goals. And I want to give you some insights on Tom's origin. He came from a tough dynamic family-wise where he didn't have much financially. His family primarily was out of shape, didn't practice good nutrition or fitness initiatives. He didn't come from privilege, or things didn't come easy to him. The road to success allowed it to be ignited by having kind of a deck of cards, how he was raised, not be ideal for who he was going to become. And that's something that I can significantly relate to. I had a lot of goals and ambitions in my life, and for some reason, I always felt like in some cases I was held back based off of the environment that I was in. And based off of his situation or any setbacks or failures or moments of self-doubt that he continued to find ways to stay ambitious, to trust himself, to believe in his goals and dreams. And at that time, he wanted to become a film producer. I just remember the story that he shared about going to film school in college and not being a very good student and forcing himself, whether it was wee hours in the morning studying, going to school, taking extra credits, finding ways to take out loans to pay for film school. These are all things that was just awesome. It led to him becoming a founder of a company, and the purpose behind his company was nutrition products. He wanted to have protein bars taste like some of the food that he enjoyed growing up. Even though he came from an unhealthy family in a situation of, uncertainty, chaos, and drama, it manifested into this opportunity to give back, help others, and create Quest Nutrition. And that was a huge defining moment in his life. And it came at a pivotal time because he realized that success wasn't going to be an accident. He built the right team around him. He bought all of this old used equipment because he wanted to learn to make the protein bars himself and make them the way that he wanted them to and not have all of the added sugars and junk. He wanted them to taste really good in the situation that he knows best. That belief that was instilled in him created this multi-billion-dollar nutrition company. Being able to have that defining moment, it was a particular puzzle piece that required a lot of things to happen his way to make sure that the strategies that he was using was in alignment to not just building the business, but investors and how he was selling his product. It was this relentless commitment. And that's something that I definitely tip my hat to him for. And that's what has created now Impact Theory, being able to sell Quest Nutrition to start what his true passion is, which is storytelling and inspiring children. He got into a lot of kid-friendly movies back in the day, like Star Wars, and even to more adult-friendly movies, action-packed sci-fi like Matrix. And he puts the situation together of he built a successful nutrition business to then building the storytelling business, Impact Theory, and he's doing it alongside of his wife, Lisa Bilyeu, which I give him even more respect to be able to go after that goal and dream with someone that he loves and supports. And part of that was a huge transformation in his life. He had to immerse himself into understanding the mechanics of success. He had to understand how to build, grow, and adapt the business himself to then starting over and building another business like Impact Theory and paying forward a lot of the mission and attributes that he's learned along the way to have the success that he has currently. And part of that is he's not afraid. When you listen to his podcast, he's not afraid to talk about the mentors that he seeks, and he's put those people on his Impact Theory show, and they're able to talk about, one, their collective craft that they're working on, but two, how that relationship has impacted his life and how he's paying it forward to share the story to help other people. And with the BTB project, it's very similar to how Tom has orchestrated his platform of Impact Theory, of being able to take any sort of difficult situation or negativity in life or hardship, find the silver lining in it, and allow you to propel that, to make it a fuel, to have it be a fuel for any sort of success having in your life. And that's the goal that I have. I strive very similar to what Tom has achieved, and what he's going after is being able to have some success through my own personal journey to then becoming an impact in more and more people's lives by paying it forward. And Tom never stopped at his personal triumphs. He recognized his potential to impact lives, to empower others. And that same strategy is something that has reshaped his entire destiny. Every step along the way that I've talked about with Impact Theory and how Tom got there came from the grassroots of him not giving up on himself when a lot of people in his life said that he couldn't do what he wanted to do. The next thing that I just appreciate about Tom is his ability to be a motivation for others. His journey is a testament to the power of resilience, perseverance, and relentless pursuit of knowledge. He's a learner. He's never a know-it-all. And that's what I love, is when he has these experts, doctors, nutritionists, people that know their various craft much better than he does. He's able to ask questions, to be curious as a learner, rather than showcasing what he knows about his success in nutrition and his nutritional bars that he made. He's not making it ever about himself. He's making it about giving back to people like you and I. And through that, his story, it's just not his own. It's a beacon of hope and inspiration for anyone grappling unfulfilled dreams. He's brought many people together that have many different variations of background and success. And through that platform that he has with Impact Theory, he's able to pay it forward through storytelling to inspire you and I, and to not ever make it about himself. And lastly, just the encouragement to emulate. And as we have talked about Tom's strategy of what's allowed him to be successful and why he's impacted the BTB project, just remember that he's not an unattainable figure or pedestal. He's someone who has faced challenges, and he's learned to accept and apply strategies that he's been given along the way based off of mentorship that he's gone after. And that's what's transformed his life. I absolutely can attest to being overweight and not feeling good about myself and making the decisions that I had to make to play college tennis, where Tom had a lot of unhealthy eating habits in his family, had a lot of unhealthy relatives in his family. And he just got up one day and looked at him and looked at himself. And he was just like, I never want to continue to be like this. I don't want my family legacy to be this piece, this outcome for what I'm capable of. And that's where I want you guys to think about your own life. What is something that has been irking inside of you, a goal, a dream, or an ambition? And what's been holding you back from it? Is it the environment that you've been in? Is it the people around you that are saying that you're incapable of doing it? Is it the voices inside your head that you're telling yourself based off of any sort of past experience to where you feel like you're never going to be good enough and you're a failure? These are all things that can be overcome and addressed by doing things like what Tom decided to do. And Tom's story just isn't about personal success. This is a narrative that ignites the flames of determinations in you and I. And it's a reminder that success isn't reserved for a select few. It's a landscape open to those willing to arm themselves with the right tools and the right strategies. And this episode of BT Influencers is to allow you to understand that you can get the right tools. I highly suggest you going to check out Tom Bilyeu's Impact Theory. It's a fantastic listen. I listen to it every week. A lot of prolific guests, a lot of great motivational content, applicable content, stuff that you can apply in each and every day of your life. Listen, the BTB Project is on mission to help you, encourage you, and impact you. And it's stories like Tom that have impacted me to give me the courage to be on this podcast with you today. If this episode is something that has encouraged you, do me a favor, like and subscribe to the BTB Project. Better yet, share the episode with a family member, friend, or colleague. Send it to them and tell them why Tom's story impacted you and how it can help impact them. It's these types of stories and opportunities that we have in our life to allow us to pay it forward, to allow us to go after our goals and ambitions. We're on mission together. And I'm here to encourage you, and I'm proud of each and every one of you. Until next time, take care.
You're so